Assalamu alaikum everybody, I hope you're doing well. This is my first voice recording on my YouTube channel. Here I am just showing you my painting process, and yeah. I want to say I've been doing this painting for a couple of months now. Not consistently. I would say I would take a couple of breaks and then get back to it, and then take a couple of breaks and then go back, within 3 months. But alhamdulillah, I'm actually finishing it in March, so that's something. But yeah, so far I feel like the painting was going pretty smooth, other than the fact that the tiles, I wanted it to come out very sharp, I think, and that was really difficult to do while also making sure the linings were good, And then here I'm just working on some flowers and getting into the nitty-gritty of them all. I feel like with flowers I've kind of gotten the hang of them, where I can work on them really fast and really quickly. So I want to say the third session of doing these flowers, it wasn't too bad. And here's a couple of the inspos that I kind of used. I use a lot of different inspos, honestly, but those are the ones that I was using to just kind of look back and forth. With flowers, it's mainly about having a dark shade, a light shade, and a mid-tone. I mean, I think that's with everything, but especially with flowers, you just kind of go back and forth with that and make a lot of lines in between the flowers, and just make sure where you're putting the light section, there's like a dark shadow nearby, and just going back and forth with that. I do want to say this small flower that you just saw gave me the worst. It was actually the hardest to do. I don't know why. You would think it would be the easiest, but I think the colors weren't coming out well compared to the other ones. But honestly, I did the flowers pretty quick. As I was kind of slacking on this painting, I think one thing that I am starting to realize with my art, especially with my paintings, is that as much as I love just making a creative, painting an idea and just sticking to it and doing it, I feel like I kind of want to have my paintings to have more of a purpose and a meaning. Not saying this one didn't, I just feel like this was just out of just pure creativity and like mixing and trying different things, but it wasn't really, something where it's like I look at it and I'm like, yep, it has purpose. Not saying all art should have purpose, obviously, you create whatever you're feeling, whatever emotion you are, but throughout Ramadan I've been thinking a lot about my art and how I want to keep pursuing it and what I feel like will motivate me the most to do it. I think what really motivates me is just Islam and just having a connection to God in itself, and really kind of trying to portray that in my art, or even having a message behind my paintings. Like this one that I'm working on right now, all I can tell you is what inspired me to make it, but like I can't tell you that it has a meaning, if that makes sense. And I like my paintings to have meanings, you know? I like to look at them and be like, yeah, I did this because of this, this, and this, and you know? But I feel like I want my paintings to resonate with me, especially more on the Islamic side and more in just trying to use my talent that Allah has given me, alhamdulillah, to like kind of just serve a message or kind of serve the ummah, if that makes sense. And I was thinking about that because there's been a lot of people, I mean, a lot of, I want to say, messages and videos I've been taking in where it's like we as a ummah we have to come together and like serve each other and help each other out and things like that. And I feel like we try our best to just like, you know, just do the bare minimum and like just kind of keep it pushing and kind of keeping it pushing in a very individualistic way, or just with, rather than seeing as a community what can we help each other with, what can we inspire each other with, and like what can we serve, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like that's what I've been thinking more about, and I feel like my way of doing that is probably through my art. I mean, that's just one way, obviously, but yeah. So I was thinking about that. I think that's why, honestly, these type of paintings take more of a longer, you know, thing. Hey everybody. Um, as you can see, I'm almost done with the painting. I think the last thing I'm gonna do is look at my iPad with my sketch and kind of like see what last minute details needs to be on it. Um, this painting did take a long time. I don't know why it did, but the painting took a minute. Um, Mainly because of the fact that I was procrastinating, but honestly, so what? So be it. Like, life moves on, you know, you finish a painting and you get on with your life. I mean, that's kind of what I be doing. But it was pretty interesting. I feel like this painting kind of showed me a lot, taught me a lot, but yeah, I got to play with a lot of fun colors. I really like the tile part, but it did take most of the time. I want to say the flowers were the fastest. I feel like I finished that in like 1 to 2 sessions. But other than that, I think I might call it wraps with this painting and just finish it up with the details and مع salam. Bye bye. Bye bye. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Um, I kind of just crafted this idea randomly, but yeah, it was really fun to create a design kind of in my head and try to put it on a canvas. But yeah, alhamdulillah, honestly, the fact that I'm finishing this in Ramadan, we have like, we're in the last 10 days of Ramadan. So alhamdulillah, honestly. But yeah, bye y'all.
أبد من عقب السهر لبت رجاء لابد من عقبك درب وصال لابد من عقب راجع لابد من عقب السهر لبت رجاء لابد من عقبك درب وصال لابد من عقب راجع لابد من عقب السهر لبت رجاء لابد من عقبك درب وصال لابد من عقب راجع لابد من